Family, Church of Nigeria, one of the largest branches of the Anglican Union, has officially cut ties with the Church of England. And the reason? Church of England has just appointed the first female archbishop who openly supports same-sex marriage and LGBTQ inclusion. So Church of Nigeria said, this is against tradition, this is against morals, this is against scripture. Family, Anglican Communion is that global network of churches that all trace their roots to the Church of England. It's got over 85 million members worldwide, and a huge chunk of that number comes from Africa, especially Nigeria. In fact, Church of Nigeria has more Anglicans than Britain itself, according to numbers. So when Nigeria speaks, it's not just another church. It's a voice in global Christianity, and it's over 180 years old. But for years now, tension has been growing between the African Anglican churches and Western leadership in England over issues like same-sex marriage, female clergy, and biblical interpretation. So what happened recently, the Archbishop of Canterbury, who leads the global Anglican Church, announced the appointment of a female archbishop who openly supports gay marriages and same-sex inclusion in church. And that did not sit well with Nigeria, so they pulled out. Let's watch this video.
Well, we've just had that announcement. It's come from Downing Street, and for the first time in nearly 500 years of history, the Church of England has nominated a woman to lead it. Dame Sarah Mullally, the Bishop of London. She's been in that position already, breaking glass ceilings through her career. She's been the Bishop of London since 2017, the first woman to take up that role, the third most senior member of clergy in the Church of England. And she will now, in an enthronement ceremony sometime in the new year, will become the new Archbishop of Canterbury. As you rightly said, it's the first time that women were considered for this role. It was only under the tenure of the previous Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, that women were allowed to be bishops at all.
Well, family, the appointment of Sarah Mullally did not sit well with Nigeria because they already said they would not align themselves with Western interpretation of scripture. So they officially declared their cutting ties with the Canterbury, saying, we will no longer work with those who have departed from the authority of the Bible. That's what they said. They've been threatening it for years and they've finally done it. So they are no longer with England. They are now independent. So let's see what will come out of this, right? Or family, this is not just about religion, it's about values, culture, and identity. For years, Western churches have been moving towards liberal theology. Same-sex marriage, gay inclusion in church, ordination of an LGBTQ clergy. And Africa doesn't buy that. Africa's story is different. Whether Muslim, Christian, or traditional, they still hold on to biblical or cultural conservatism. So they saw that all they have been telling the Church of England wasn't noted. They didn't do anything about it. They are still going their liberal way. They decided to cut off. So they see it as progress. Africans moving on from moral decay and spiritual colonization of the West. The West trying to push on us their values and culture, their identity. No, no, no. Africa is saying no. Nigeria is saying we are not part of it. So let's check out the letter they wrote to England family. According to the primates, the decision represents a double jeopardy for the faith. First, it disregards the conviction of the majority of Anglicans who cannot accept female headship in the episcopate. And second, it is deeply troubling that Bishop Sarah Mullally is a strong supporter of same-sex marriage. Well, family, there's a part where they said they wouldn't support a female heading the episcopate. Well. If female can lead, I do not agree with them on that part. A female can lead. Yes, a female can lead. But on the other side, their conviction moved them to do what they did. They do not accept same-sex marriage. Africa so much believes in family, and they believe same-sex marriage isn't preaching that, isn't biblical. But British church leaders are actually seeking to dialogue with Nigeria. Why Africans are applauding Nigeria? They are seeking to dialogue. But let's see how this will pan out. And there have been different narrated family. Some saying what Nigeria is doing is rigid, it doesn't speak well, it's division in the church. But they said they aren't preaching biblical standard and they decided to, be independent. What you have to say about this story, family, because this is changing the way we see things, it could actually reshape the future of global Christianity. Comment your thoughts and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. And for more commentaries, download the African Diaspora News Channel app. Thank you for watching. My name is Lynient Akotonou.